Hey there. Welcome to my chaos. Ignore the mess behind me. They're doing lots of construction around my neighborhood. I'm out for a walk. It's about 85 degrees. Um, Sun's going down, so there's not a lot of sun beating down on me. And is that an audio? Oh, there's an audio meter on this app. Sorry, I'm playing with a semi-new toy here. Um, This is not a selfie stick. It's a what's it called? A gimbal. What it does is I can move my arm. I'm moving my arm left and right. You can't see it, but I can move up and down, and it's actually tracking my face. Um, anyway, there's a reason I'm making this video, and that is that I've had better times. Um, I'm doing a lot better than I probably should have a right to. So here's what's going on. I have a friend that I've known 25, almost 30 years, at least. Um, she actually gave me my first job in IT, and she's been battling cancer for the last 2 or 3 years. Um, just recently, she had been in remission. It came back. Uh, the treatment started to work, and then it stopped working. And basically, um, she's terminal. She's come to terms with that, but she had plans to go on a trip with her family, or has plans, I should say, in August, which is just next month. And she's questioning whether or not she's going to make it. So I've got that going on. My mother, who's 87 years old, has had some problems recently. She had a type of stroke year and a half ago, something like that. Maybe it's about a year ago. Anyway, so she's had some cognitive effects from that. They haven't been bad. I mean, she's all still in there. Um, she's as smart as she's ever been, but she struggles finding the right words sometimes. She knows what she wants to say, but the right word won't come out of her mouth. um, so in that respect, she's doing okay. But over the last 2 weeks, there have been a couple of incidents that could have broken very badly. Um, they turned out okay. She's doing as well as could be expected for an 87-year-old lady. But like I said, things could have gone a lot worse. So it's one of those things that's making me realize that, I mean, I've thought about, the fact that she's not going to be around forever. That has definitely been on my mind for quite a while. And that started about the time that I realized that for myself, I have more years behind me than I likely have ahead of me. So, you get to that stage and you start thinking about, what you're doing with your life and everything. And I will say, I'm, as old as I am, I'm 57 years old, and my mother is still alive. She's still around. She's still cognizant. She's all together. Um, and my father only died a couple of years ago. Like 2.5 years ago. It was January 2022. So he hung on for quite a while too, but he had other issues that made me surprised that he hung on that long. Um, so I've been very, very, very fortunate to have my parents as part of the majority of my life. Um, but yeah, a couple of incidents recently that have um, brought my mother's mortality to the forefront of my brain and the forefront of hers. Um, so there's those couple of things. And we found out a few weeks ago, that our dog has a mast cell tumor on her snout. It's up by her right nostril, and it didn't look that bad at the time that it was biopsied and diagnosed, but we decided at the time not to pursue any radical treatment. We just keep her comfortable and that sort of thing. But as far as her actions, nothing's changed. If that were not an exterior sign, I'd have no idea. She's eating fine, she's drinking fine, everything's really good as far as her personality and everything. But over the last couple of weeks, it has grown. It is starting to impede her breathing on that side. You can, sometimes when she exhales heavily out of her nose, you can definitely tell that it's compressing that nasal passage if it hasn't grown into that nasal passage. Whew, I gotta switch hands. Things are getting heavy. Anyway, so as it got bigger, we decided we were going to go see one of the doctors that our vet had recommended us to, who is a veterinary dental specialist, since he might be able to tell if it had affected her jaw or her nasal passages, and what might be able to be done. He took a look at it, and pretty much, he told us straight off the top, there's nothing that he can do surgically. Because, as he put it, there's not enough margin. I guess there's not enough room around the tumor that they would be able to extricate all of it, I guess. But he also told us that a mast cell tumor is a rather aggressive tumor. He said even if it were operable, oh boy, I got some attention over there. Even if it were operable, that it would involve removal of a significant part of her lip, and possibly part of her jaw, possibly part of her nose, and would involve a lot of reconstruction. She's somewhere around 14 to 15 years old. So she's, she's slowing down a little bit, but like I said, and she's losing her hearing. But like I said, if this was not something external, I'd have no idea, because she's not acting like she's sick at all. But he told us that with that type of tumor and that sort of thing, she's probably looking at a few more months. My wife tried to pin him down, and he said, he committed to something like maybe 6. So I've got a friend dying, a dog dying, and a mother who could go pretty much at any time. So I got that going for me. But like I said, I'm I'm in a better mood than I probably should be. It all weighs heavily on me. It does. And it's kind of a downer to have it all hitting me at once, kind of. Because I figure, well, by Christmas, my friend and my dog will probably be gone. And just the way things have gone with Mom, I couldn't tell you if she's going to be around that long either. So, such is the cycle of life. I'm not telling myself stupid things like that, honestly. But I just realized that that's how it works. It's unfortunate. It's sad. I will cry when any one of them dies. I hope it doesn't happen all in the same week. But, and I will miss them all. But I don't know if I want to say I accept it or not yet. But it is weighing on me. But at the moment, I can bear the weight. Anyway, I've been chatting for almost 12 minutes now. So I think with my account status, I've got a limit of 15 minutes. So y'all be good to each other. Y'all be true to yourselves. I will get this ending line, tagline figured out one of these days. Y'all be true to yourself and kind to each other. I'm out.